two questions. The first one, we'll take it one by one. The first one is one of the examples you told about an individual who had a loan of 22,000 and himself, you comparing him with a person who had 22 crores or 22,000 crores. The problem here is we are part of a society where a person who has a 22,000 crore is being questioned and can be put into a jail. Beat வாசல் வந்து நிற்பான் ஒரு ஆளு. 22,000 crores உங்க ஊர்க்காரர் தான் விஜய் மாலியா இருந்தாருன்னா பெயில் அவுட் பண்றதுக்கு கவர்மெண்ட் இருக்கு. அவருக்கு எந்த கவலையும் இல்ல, சந்தோஷமா இருக்கலாம். He has his own stress levels, but still அவர் பெயில் அவுட் பண்றதுக்கு கவர்மெண்ட் இருக்கு, அவர் சந்தோஷமா இருக்கலாம். பட் ஒரு 22,000 ரூபாய் கடன் வச்சிருக்காரு, ஜெயில் போறது வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. சோ இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சொசைட்டில எப்படி கன்வின்ஸ் பண்றது?
First of all, நான் இதை வந்து ஒரு பெரிய பிரச்சனைன்னு நினைக்காத ஒரு சேலஞ்சுன்னு சொல்லணும். Don't say it is a problem. The moment you say problem, it has become too big for you to handle. If it is a challenge and if you are youthful, you are able to handle it. Okay? So let us take the attitude, change the attitude from calling an issue as a problem to it's a challenge. Number one. Do you think only poor people are going to jail? Don't you see the rich people getting in the jail? They do get in the jail. Number two. Second, and then, don't you think there are people who are out there to help the poor on this planet? There are, right? When Chennai was in floods, how many people got together and helped the poorest of the poor? So let us not undermine, let us not think there are the oppressors and there are the oppressed. This is a mentality I see both in Kerala and in West Bengal. If someone has a Mercedes car, immediately they are looked down as oppressor. Any industrialist, any businessman are not seen as someone who creates wealth, who creates jobs, who supports people. Rather, they are looked upon as you are an oppressor because you have 20 crores in your bank account. So this attitude must change. Don't you think so? See, every industrialist, are they not giving job?
Yes.
Now Tatas are there, Birlas are there, and there are many other industries, Adanis are there. How many people they are helping? They are creating, let me finish. They are creating wealth. So this attitude in our country, which I would call as the outdated communist attitude. It's an outdated one. Present-day communists also don't think like that. Present-day communist Russia, China has changed a lot. But we are holding on that, calling the affluent as an oppressor. Not everybody is an oppressor. Not everyone is a cheat. Not everybody has made money out of fraudulent manner. Number one. And not every poor person is hardworking. Not every poor person is honest. Not every poor, one of the reasons for the poverty in this country, Tanni potu 60%, we made a survey, our organization have found out many places, 60% of the income a poor man spends it all on drinking, alcohol, drugs and these things. And Ratri வந்து in the night he comes and beats up the wife, in the morning அவங்க காலில் விழுந்து மன்னிப்பு கேட்டுருவாங்க. அது அப்படியே வருஷக்கணக்காக நடந்துட்டே போயிட்டு. So we should not think every poor person who is poor because of his whatever society is oppressive around him. Many times poor are poor because of their laziness. Not all, I agree. I want you to keep in mind there are many good people in our society. If a poor man has a problem, see here in Hindu Mission Hospital, I was so touched when I went there yesterday. 200 rupees they are doing dialysis for people without making a distinction. Whereas it would cost 1,500 to 1,800 rupees. So we must keep in mind, and as a good person, if you have this heart to help out the poor, Instead of questioning the society, just come along. Let's all together help those who need help. Sorry?
But because I want to interrupt you there. So Adani, Reliance, they employ people. I work at United States, Intel வேலை செய்றேன். I just came from a vacation and apart told me to attend this. அங்க Intel is a big employer. இங்க Intel இருக்கு. அங்க Intel வேலை செய்றேன்னா 25 வயசுல they are paying me so much that the same work is being done in India too. ஒரு BMW கார் வாங்குற அளவுக்கு பே பண்றான், அந்த அஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் இருக்கு. அதே ஹார்ட் ஒர்க், அதே வேலை தான் இங்க பண்றோம். அம்பானிக்கு அதே வேலை பண்றான் ஒரு ஆள். பட் நீங்க சொல்ற அதே கேரளால பார்க்கறான். Who's giving him work is able to get a BMW or a Mercedes, but அதே வேலை செய்யற அந்த ஆளுக்கு நம்ம ஊர்ல அந்த அஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் வருது இல்ல. அப்ப அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சொசைட்டிக்கு what do you want to say? அந்த ஒரு ஆளுக்கு அந்த ஏக்கம் வராதா? That's what I wanted to interrupt you. So, either communist on the side, I don't know about much of communism and all those things, but I'm talking about the society in general.
Yeah, I know there is disparity. At the same time, the youth of this country is much aware. They are also demanding equal amount of salaries now in this country. No IT person want to work, less than 40,000-50,000, 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh per month or something like that. Yes, improvement, there is a lot of scope for improvement. I do agree. We need to do a lot of, even industries, today our industry business, they are all unhappy. Because our tariffs, our taxes, everything is so high here. So it's not being very friendly for business and industry. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
How many of you are saying that we need to do a lot to change in laws? We have to make a lot of reforms in law, in legal.
Can I ask you?
So you can all give some solid suggestions, solid plans if you have. Why don't we all collect? Chalk out a plan. Okay, these are the things we need to improve. And let's go to the authorities, let's present to them, ask them to take care of it. Yeah?
Yes.
Jai Gurudev. These days, we're seeing a lot of instances.
Yeah, it's working.
These days, especially recent year, we've seen a lot of instances when centuries-old traditions set up elders and all. We've been following it for years and years. It is suddenly being questioned, and sometimes to a layman, it seems that there's a lot of logic behind it. But what about the faith behind that? And probably there was a reason a lot of things were set up, a lot of cultural rituals and traditions. At times it becomes confusing whether the traditions are right, or is it the more logical reasoning that should be listened to, the voices, there are a lot of voices there now. So what should a person do in such a situation? Right?
If a tradition is not harmful, we should look into it. We can continue. But if some traditions are against the basic human tenets, that we should discard. Like for example, one thing about Topu Karma. If you go in Chennai, any Vinayagar, it's only in Chennai. Vinayagar temple, you hold your ears and do the. You know what in California now this is called by psychologists? Super brain yoga. He has trained this on children with mental retardation, and when they started doing this, even for 1 month time, they already started behaving better. So, Kuttukaranam poda, then this stimulates the brain, these nerves, which would increase the intelligence in it. And this, when you go only in front of Ganapati, Ganesha is Lord of Education, and there you do this here, almost every temple we used to do, and since we continue this, at least people could recognize. We could recognize, oh yeah, this is what the super brain yoga is. So these things we should continue. I want to end with one example to you about turmeric. in the year 1980, I invited some Ayurvedic doctors from South and North and West, everywhere to Delhi. And we had invited the AIMS doctors to come and be with us and to listen to this. So when the doctors, Ayurvedic Vaidya said, turmeric is Vayosthapan, that means this arrests the aging, this stops the aging. Now in Tamil Nadu, every girl child is supposed to put turmeric and all face everywhere. See, they said the turmeric arrests the aging. You know what all the allopathy doctors said? They said, this is complete nonsense. This is superstition. See, it's just a pigment, Guruji. They told me, this is just a pigment. It has nothing in it. No food value. But today, they have found out, the same scientists are saying, turmeric has anti-aging property. It's good for arresting Alzheimer's. It does the work of 20 life-saving drugs. It thins the blood. There is one doctor today who is in Harvard, Dr. Subramaniam, I think Subramaniam, Shanmugamurthy from Tamil Nadu. He is in Harvard. You know what he said? He said, Gurudev, Tamil Nadu Rasathukku 40 medicinal properties are there. So the rasa you drink has 40 medicinal properties. It does not clog your arteries, it helps the release of the heart, health of heart, of brain, of nervous system. It is astonishing. So some of these things, so the same doctors today have a different opinion. Whole generation in 50 years, people thought butter is bad for people, especially with cholesterol, heart disease. What do you know now? Completely the opposite. It says butter helps in heart diseases. So it's good for, our Ayurvedic doctors would say, Maharaj, makhan khana chahiye. They would always say, you must eat butter. But allopathy doctors were contradicting. So I want to tell you, science is also growing. What was absolute truth yesterday is no longer true today. But some of these ancient 5,000-year-old tested traditions, we need to look into it, reconsider it, and protect this as World Heritage. This is very important.
Hello, can I ask you please?
Yeah?
Hello, I follow Paramahamsa Yogananda's Kriya Yoga. There we focus more on meditation, which ignites 3 eyes. But here I found that so much of rituals and morning also I attended Rudra Puja and bhajans, idol worship, so many things. Then are you not going away from 3 eyes when you give so much importance to this? My thing is, mainly on meditation, will ignite all 3 eyes.
See, meditation there are 3 things, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik and Adhyatmik. Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik and Adhyatmik. So we are taking this holistic approach. Meditation alone, no. We are saying also eat proper food. What is the proper nutrition? Anyone can eat any food, but one who is conscious about nutrition, they will pay attention to nutrition also, right? In the same way, you must have heard about the butterfly effect. Have you heard about the butterfly effect? No. A butterfly fluttering its wings in South America has an impact on the clouds in China. This is what is called butterfly effect. The little things you do here has an impact on the environment. So our ancient people has put these things. When the water is dropping on a crystal and the water has memory power, it absorbs the energy. So there are certain very deep meaning, or it creates certain environment, creates vibration. As you said, Someone asked about karma. It dissolves some negative karma. To dissolve the negative karma, these chantings are of immense benefit. And there are scientific also evidence. I have a gentleman come from Colorado, a scientist with titanium radar. He came with that, and then he measured the energy level, and while chanting the energy level was much different. So we know it, we can feel it. So this is all beneficial. You don't have to do too much ritual. Once in a while, sitting eyes closed and listening to the chanting is very uplifting. Not just looking and watching what is happening around, but you should take shower in that chanting. That's why there's a saying, Shabda Brahmani Nishnata Param Brahmadi Gachati. If you are bathed in the Shabda Brahma, in the Nada Brahma, it takes you towards Parabrahma. From a state of inertia, it uplifts your spirit, increases your energy, and takes you to the final abode or absolute reality, the Brahman. Yeah? So, this is all part of it. See, we have right brain, left brain, music and logic. And when this is balanced, then meditation happens. Okay? Okay. This is the last question.
Guruji, namaste. As I can see here, most of them are husband-wives. My question is about man-woman, husband-wife relationships. Why is it that we have a honeymoon period, and after that, after 5, 10, 15 years, why are husband-wives fighting? Is it because of familiarity breeds contempt, or why is it that it works this way?
Well, I am not qualified to answer this. So I have no experience in this field. But as I have told you earlier, these 2-3 secrets, maybe you can ponder on it. If it works, well and good. If it doesn't, I think we have to have a separate session with those who are experts in that.
நான் கேட்குற கொஸ்டின் எல்லாம் யூஸ் ஆகும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அது எப்படின்னாக்க ஒரு மனுஷன் ஒன்றை மனசில் வைக்கிறான், ஒன்றை பேசுகிறான், ஒன்றை செய்கிறான். ஆனால் அவன் மனசில் என்ன இருக்குன்னு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது. அதனால ஃபேமிலியில் ப்ராப்ளம், ஆஃபீஸில் ப்ராப்ளம், நாட்டில் ப்ராப்ளம். ஸோ மனுஷன் என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்கிறத எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்காது? சீக்கிரம் சொல்ல அந்த சக்தி கிடைக்கும்.
அதெல்லாம் பெரிய விஷயம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை. தெரிஞ்சுக்க ரொம்ப சுலபம். ஆனால் இப்போ இவங்க எல்லாம் குருதேவ் லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு, உங்க ஃப்ளைட்டுக்கு லேட் ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்லி அவங்க மனசுல இருக்கு. எனக்கு தெரியும். சொல்லுங்க. தியானம் பண்ண நல்லா கண்ணாலும் தெரியும்.
Question may be very silly. You have to answer. Our Shastras and Vedas prescribe certain dress code for sannyasis and spiritual leaders. Against that, why you have chosen white as your dress? And is there any special reason, or it is synonymous with peace or something? Number one. Number two.
நிறைய questions இருக்கு.
Number two, why do you have a soft corner for international devotees?
International?
Why do you have soft corner for international devotees?
See, for me, have you not heard Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam? The whole world is our family. For me, I feel at home with everybody. Everyone is part of me. The nation's colors are just man-made boundaries. So you are much beyond that, right? What Paramacharya, what did he say? Maitri Bhajata Akhila Hridesh. That is it. Now, why white? White has all the colors in it, I think. It's okay, either white or saffron, I choose to have white. Ramalinga Adiyankal எந்த கலர் போட்டிருந்தார்? ஒயிட் தானே போட்டிருந்தார்? சரி. குரு Wonderful.